kasama kita, saan man mapunta, my bounty friend. My bounty friend.
And to continue with more of the games, dito po sa SGS Stadium, this time around, and Decimal Bikes is going to be going up against Rocks Motors. Patuloy ang Bounty Fresh GABL 2025 sa BYD Valenzuela Cup 34 and below. Benji Santiago, kasama ko pa rin dito si Dino Lee.
Itong matchup na to, a thriving team in Rocks Motors. They're currently 4-0, while ito namang Decimal Bikes is a struggling team. They're 0-4. Polar opposites itong two teams when it comes to the standings. Number 1 ang Rocks Motors and number 6 ang Decimal Bikes. Still looking for their first win. Itong Rocks Motors average winning margin this tournament 12.25 points. And average losing margin naman nitong Decimal Bikes negative 23.5 points per game. So let's see if they could be spoilers in this tournament and come out with this their first victory.
All right, kung ready na yung ating venue announcer for the call-out of the starting 5 for both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, the battle continues here at the SGS Stadium in Quezon City. This is the Bounty Fresh Grace Alumni Basketball League 2025. It's the second game of our quadruple header in the BYD Valenzuela Cup 34 and under division between Rocks Motors and Decimal Bikes. Now it's time to meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for Rocks Motors. At point guard, number 8, Mark Chua. At shooting guard, number 23, Lance D. At small forward, number 2, Lawrence Chua. At power forward, number 52, Sherwin Tan. And at center, number 1, Timothy Ong. Coaching Rocks Motors is JV Yap. Now let's meet the starters for Decimal Bikes. At point guard, number 20, Leonard Cole. At shooting guard, number 15, Carl Beltran. At small forward, number 17, Carl Yao. At power forward, number 8, Lance Tan. And the man in the middle, number 6, Robert Uy.
The starters for this ball game. Ayan, makikita natin Timothy Ong, L.A. Chua, Mark Chua. Lance D, Sherwin Tan, Leonard Ko, Cal Yao, Cal Beltran, Lance Tan, Rupert Uy para sa Decimal Bikes. Sabi mo nga kanina, polar opposites. One trying to continue with their winning ways. Yung isa naman trying to break into the win column. So once again, hope the Grace alumni community is tuned in. Yung ating live stream coverage sa Facebook page ng GABL. You can watch all of the action happening right here at SGS Stadium. And the first foul is going to be given up here by Rox Motors.
For Rox Motors, they won't be having Brenson go in this game.
Oh, why?
Ang sabi sa akin ni Coach JV Yap was give chance to others daw.
Ang ganun.
Oo. Nakadalawang player of the game na siya. Tapos for Jason Tan, right hamstring injury. So he's suited. O baga ano lang, nakasibilyan lang si Jason Tan, not suited up for Rox Motors.
In the meantime, ito na. Nakashoot na ang Rox Motors. Eldridge Sherwin Tan making the first pass. Or rather, 4-0 na pala ito para sa Rox Motors. Was just trying to check on the numbers here. And coming into this ball game, Rox Motors 4-0. Kanina nakita natin yung big win para sa BYD. Ganito rin sila halos nagsisimula kanina yung BYD. Sinisiro muna yung kalaban, ano? Yung Chu Sarap.
Well, for Rox Motors, ganun talaga ang... they usually are a team that controls the most part of a ball game. Especially with the way that they play. They don't make a lot of mistakes and they're pretty much efficient with the shots that they take.
There's another basket. This time, L.A. Chua got fouled and won. And I do believe an early timeout has been called here by Decimal Bikes, not wanting to be left behind big because they're having their way in scoring para rito sa panig ng Rox Motors. Choose it up, timeout. Off and running, that's what we're seeing from Rox Motors. And trying to complete a three-point play is L.A. Chua. And he makes it. 7-0 start for Rox Motors.
And for Rox Motors, Rex Tan is suited up. He didn't play in their last game because of his right hamstring injury. But he'll try to feel it out in this game.
Si Kevin Lau nasa loob na. After they call a timeout, itong Decimal Bikes.
Nag-commit naman daw na maglalaro si Kurt Ong in this game for Decimal Bikes, but I don't see him seated on the bench.
It's Kevin Lau. The runner, still no basketeer so far for Decimal Bikes. They will keep possession. They got 14 on the shot clock.
Kanina, jokingly, sabi ni Lance Tan, malakas kami kasi ang lalaki daw nila compared dito sa Rox Motors.
Well, yun ang tinatawag din na fighting spirit. Yun eh. Sooner or later, it's going to happen for them. Yung mantakin mo kung makakakuha sila ng upset dito. Yung undefeated pa tinalo nila, di ba?
We will see. But not off to a good start itong Decimal Bikes.
Yun. Rumihistro na ng numero sa scoreboard ng Decimal Bikes.
Yung Decimal Bikes lang yung team na isang batch lang.
Ganun ba?
The other teams kasi it's a mix of 2 batches. Like Chusarap, parang 6 batches pa nga yan. Pero itong Decimal Bikes, 1 batch lang sila. Batch 2012.
LA Chua lobs it inside. Too long of a pass. Turnover.
They're in a disadvantage kasi itong Rox Motors, combination of 2 talented batches. You have batch 2009 and batch 2010 in one team. Mapapalaban ka talaga dyan.
Missed by Kevin Lau. Off balance and everything, but managed to bank it in. Lance D. His first basket. Looking for their first field goal naman itong panig ng Decimal Bikes. And a turnover.
The last game of Decimal Bikes was actually against Rox Motors, and Rox Motors won that game 79-60. So, let's see what kind of adjustments they will make against the number 1 team in a lot of stats. Itong Rox Motors.
Lance D. Long distance shot. Wala. Kevin Lau comes down with the rebound for Decimal Bikes. The hunt for the field goal. It's another turnover. Oh, there's a foul instead.
I thought it was traveling.
Uy, dalawa na yan kay Lance D. Maaga pa tayo rito. Wala pang 4 na minuto. Lumilipas sa ating first quarter.
15 seconds to shoot.
Miss right there from Carl Beltran. Mark Chua distributing the leather here for Rox Motors. High arcing Sherwin Tan release. 11-1.
8 points in the paint na para dito sa Rox Motors, which is number 1 sila dun sa category na yun. They're averaging 51.5 points in the paint per game.
Chua with a ball fake and going straight to the basket for his first bucket.
Make that 10 already.
Oh, they needed something like that to happen for them. So Leonard Go delivering the first field goal para sa panig ng Decimal Bikes.
And all 4 points of his team.
Kaya nga. Mark Chua, again with a fake. The kick, Lance D. LA Chua.
Itong si Sherwin Tan filling in for Brenson Go.
Shot clock down to 7 for Decimal Bikes. It's down to 2. Cholo gets blocked. Ball and game continues. Mark Chua absorbs the contact. He'll settle for 2 free throws.
Foul number 2, Cholo. His first personal foul, 13th foul. Substitution.
Speaking of number 1 in a lot of categories, itong Rox Motors, number 1 defense in this tournament.
Mark Chua on the line, shooting 2.
They've only held Decimal Bikes to 4 points so far.
Midway Design Center, the office systems and home furnishing. You can just get in touch with Ray Go. There he is, 0917-831-4538. 15-4 Rox Motors.
Pinasok na nga din dito si Rex Tan coming from a right hamstring injury.
Oo nga, natatandaan ko rin yun.
I think that was against Decimal Bikes. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali.
Yes. Fast break in the making, hindi diniretso umatras.
pinulback
niya.
Advantage nga siya doon. This will be the second and last meeting between this Group A teams.
Mark Chua, another ball fake, decides for the pass. And knocking down the jumper was Rex Tan. Off the bench, instant offense.
13-point deficit for Decimal Bikes. Nothing to show for when it comes to their offense.
Leonard Go pa lang gumagana. Cal Beltran lets it fly. Offline.
There's a reason why they're the #1 defense itong Rox Motors, getting a lot of stops in this first quarter.
Undefeated Rox Motors 17-4 lead against Decimal Bikes. Chu Sarap, timeout.
May bago? Uy, akin yan!
Wow! Tamis alat! Lutong lambot! Mas nagpapasarap!
Last pita!
Wow! Sa tamis alat sarap!
Mas pinasarap pa, pita.
Reunion Graham Bar?
Easy and with
Moisan Graham's Poetries.
Ayan si Coach Rego giving out instructions to his team as they lead 17-4. Consider yung ginagawa ng mga coaches ng Rox Motors. That's why they're still standing strong. 4-0.
For the most part of this tournament, dun sa 4 na laro. And dito sa laro na ito para sa Rox Motors, parang malamig ang ulo ni Coach Ray. Very cool. Calm and cool. Pero you cannot say the same for his team, M-Track, which is still winless dun sa 35 and above this division. May laro sila later.
Yes.
Kalaban ng go up and up sa last game natin. And si Coach Rego, one of the organizers
Ay, oo, ng GABL.
dito sa GABL.
Foul number 5, Austin Cole.
As Kevin Lau who has to really assert himself here. He's trying to get those rebounds. Foul is going to be called against Decimal Bikes, Irvin Sia.
Foul number 10, Irvin Sia. His first personal foul, 14 fouls.
Austin Koa coming off the bench.
Had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 turnover in their last game.
Two for two for Austin Koa.
Interesting for Rox Motors, the highest scoring average for one of their players was 13 points per game, si Lance. Yun yung pinamataas. Highest scoring average in their team, si Lance D. 13.
Nice move. Oh, hindi nga lang pumasok for Kevin Lau, pero dalawa yung pinapalundag niya na dun eh. And he had that power dribble. 19-4 Rox Motors. Rexton orchestrates. Austin Koa lets it fly. Nope.
Ayaw.
Could this be? Oh, oh, oh.
Yun na nga eh.
Di ko pa na-kompleto yung sentence ko kasi isa yung field goal
I was already thinking that finally they're gonna get an easy 2 points.
Kaya nga.
Kaso, nawala kay Genghis Khan
Kyrgyzstan.
yung bola.
Ito na,
Ayun
hindi
na.
na siguro magkakamali si Kyrgyzstan this time.
Finally. Pero 6 points pa lang dito ang Decimal Bikes sa first quarter.
Oh, 1 minuto na lang ang natitira. Kyrgyzstan. Kevin Lau, double teamed. Yun, kailangan nila something like that to go for them.
Lanstan had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 steals in that game against Rocks Motors.
And
Their
he
first
believes they have the size advantage.
They have the size
Diba?
advantage.
You know, diba? Lanstan, back-to-back baskets.
Kanina, 4 points lang yan. Ngayon, 11 na. 5 straight points for Lanstan.
It's dropped down the deficit to only 8. Pero seconds ticking away. Austin Coa. No. Oy, sayang. Pumasok pa naman. But no basket. 19-11 para rito sa Rocks Motors. They're trying to really lead big and breaking out from any barrier. Decimal Bikes still trying to get their first win here. And nakita natin the way the starters have opened up this ball game in favor of Rocks Motors. There was Leonard Go knocking down jumpers. And of course, the first few points, itong panig ng Decimal Bikes. And then even the second stringers here coming off the bench like Rex Tan has managed to get themselves on the board. Rare fast break here with Kyrgyzstan at the finishing end for Decimal Bikes. 19-11, Rocks Motors, the end of the first.
May bago? Uy, akin yan!
Wow! Tamis alat! Lutong lambot! Mas nagpapasarap!
Last fita!
Wow! Sa tamis alat sarap! Mas pinasarap pa, fita!
Shooting 8 of 19, Rocks Motors 42% and 4 of 15 naman para sa Decimal Bikes at 26%. Up 8 ang Rocks Motors, still trying to preserve this undefeated record that they have. Lansan missing from the outside. And here comes Rocks Motors. Rexton. Shot clock is down to 5. Rexton can't connect from the outside. Let's see how Decimal Bikes will work out this play for them. Almost a steal. A three-pointer! So Kyrgyzstan has got 5 points.
10-0 run na itong Decimal Bikes after being down 19-4
In the third triple, huh?
in the first quarter.
And then a turnover ng Rocks Motors. May steal dito. Austin Koa with the basketball. Quickly the bounce pass. Sharing it. Everybody touching the basketball in that offense. And Rexton backs it in.
13 fast break points already for Rocks Motors in this game. They're only averaging 12.8 leading into this game.
Gengisan with a miss from the corner. 7 points up para sa Rocks Motors. Pag nag-best player pala to si Rexton sa Rocks Motors. Rex Motors na sila. Hang time! Nicely done, Lanstan.
Grabe naman yun. Binali pa talaga.
7 points in the game. Nagising na. 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Lanstan. Cut down the deficit to 5. Muntik pa mag-end 1. Take a look at the BYD Valenzuela fast break of the game with Lanstan. A little bit of a hang time. Ayan, BYD Valenzuela. Ito pa namang age group natin dito, 34 and below.
Against Sean Aguilar, one of the better defenders. Member of the defensive team last all defensive team last season. Itong
Kaya
si
nga
Sean
kailangan
Aguilar.
ibali eh.
Kailangan mo talagang ibali yun.
In the meantime, we're taking a look at Franiel Jed Bocobo, who has got himself on the board by making the second free throw. Up 6 ngayon para rito sa panig ng Rocks Motors. Quick hands and Austin Koa dribbles it down, throws a long pass. Nice catch. Rexton, no need to hurry. He puts it up leisurely. Hindi nga lang pumasok. Let's see how it's going to be done here. A miss from the outside for Leonard Cohn and Decimal Bikes. Rexton lobs it inside. Who nice touch passing. Nawala nga lang yung assist, pero may offensive rebound. Para kay Sean Aguilar.
Well, ever since the first game, yan talaga yung hinahanap ng Rocks Motors is yung close to the basket shots.
I do remember Sean Aguilar from last year eh. Constantly moving without the basketball. Kaya he always finds himself in a better position to make baskets. And yung mga hustle plays pa niya.
He doesn't touch the ball most of the time during their possessions, but he makes the right reads and cuts to the baskets. Yung tatanggapin na lang niya, yung titira na lang niya.
Yeah. 24-16. Cholo Claver. Foul is on Austin Koa.
Foul on number 5, Austin Cole. His second personal
8
foul.
points. Lamang pa rin ang Rocks Motors. 6 minutes and 16 here in the second period. Choose sarap timeout muna tayo. Back into the ball game. We're still here in the second quarter. 24-16 para sa panig ng Rox Motors. Lanstan trying to contribute well para makahabol sila rito at hindi naman sila maiwanan. Of course, they're up against the undefeated team in Rox Motors. At sila naman, baka sakali, they could be the big spoiler. Mark Chua's back. Austin Ko knocks down a three.
First three-pointer made of Rox Motors.
And 5 points for Austin Koa here in this game. Leonard Ko answers right back. He's got 7 points in the game.
Second three-pointer for Leonard Ko.
Oh, nagawan pa ng paraan yun. Matt Ong with a banking shot. Here's Leonard Ko. Pabilis na, nakikipagpalitan na ng baskets ang Decimal Bikes.
Well, after their bad start nung first quarter, only scoring 4 points with, I think, 2 minutes left. Ngayon, they've put up 17 points.
Brennan elastomeric points in the paint natin dito. And of course, Matt Ong underneath was able to flip it up, bank it in. Yun ang mahirap na pwedeng maiwasan sana ng Decimal Bikes. Interior defense has got to be more tight. A foul bago makapag-transition well ito panig ng Rox Motors. Cholo Claver will pick up number 2.
Pero parang pag FIBA rules, dapat ano na yun advantage foul yung Anspo.
Oo nga, no, sa bagay.
Kasi pinirvent mo yung fast break eh. Before, hindi normal foul lang yun. But this one, I would say, should have been called as an unsportsmanlike foul.
Samantala, ang Namco Mitsubishi Ilocos drive of the game from Leonard Ko. And netting him 9 points already here in the first half.
Sobra-sobra na rin itong si Leonard Ko from his scoring average. Only 5.5 points per game.
First Juliatan Golf Classic, ha? Just get in touch with Coach Edster C. Para maiba-iba naman yung size ng bola na lalaro. Maliit yan, pero kailangan malaki ang pasensya mo dyan pag naglalaro ka ng golf.
Golf is one of the more expensive sports, if I'm not mistaken. Kasi yung investment mo pa lang dun sa mga golf clubs eh.
Yeah, totoo yan. Well, there's just some people na kita mo si Steph Curry, di ba? Parang hindi naman siya nagsasawa siya sa basketball, but he's enjoying something new for him, yung golf.
Si Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan also was in it. Favorite na kalaban niya ata si Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, naglalaro din yun.
30-21 and 9 points for Rox Motors.
And a lot of entrepreneurs or business people,
yun nga eh.
They play golf for leisure.
Totoo yan. Biro mo. Yung discipline yan, iba eh. Diba tee off niyo kung minsan, di ba? Madaling araw. Kevin Lau kind of wild with that shot, but he was defended well. Nakuha pa ni Mark Chua. Naipasa pa! Naishoot pa! Oh my goodness! Sean Aguilar. That's what we're talking about. Sean Aguilar eh. Constantly moving and then finding himself in the right place at the right time.
Parang hindi 32 eh, no?
Leonard Ko is in double figures and he's got 12 points for Decimal Bikes. Trying to keep them in this ball game. BYD Valenzuela, fast break of the game. Almost a broken play. Pero with Sean Aguilar, it looks easy. Choose up, timeout tayo ulit.
May bago? Uy, akin yan!
Wow! Tamis alat! Lutong lambot! Mas nagpapasarap!
Last pita!
Wow! Sa tamis alat sarap! Mas pinasarap pa, pita.
Reunion Graham Bar?
Easy and with Emily Sun Graham's Quality Treats.
(32-24), Rocks Motors up by 8, 3 minutes and 15. Well, expected na lamang naman sila rito, pero the way Decimal Bikes has been playing here in the second quarter, we have seen some fantastic plays then as they're trying to really quicken the pace on their part. Lance D and LA Chua is back on the floor here. Lance D lets it fly. Bang!
Lance D for win.
Leading scorer nitong Rocks Motors when it comes to their scoring averages. Itong si Lance D, averaging 13 points per game.
35-24, double-figure lead here. Missed by Leonard Ko. He's got 12. LA Chua. 2.5 to play here in the second period. LA Chua turns and then tapping the ball inside. Napaganda pa to Timothy Ong.
Napakadali ng basketball para dito sa Rocks Motors. And obviously, they've been getting a lot of offensive rebounds throughout this tournament.
Ito yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Dino. How solid, no? Everybody's a threat sa Rocks Motors. Kevin Lau with a miss of that jump hook. Ball still on the side of Decimal Bikes. Carl Beltran turns. Where does he go to?
Kevin Lau is still scoreless in this ball game.
Brennan elastomeric points in the paint here. Look at that, LA Chua dropping that pass inside to Timothy Ong. Brennan, elastomeric paint.
Speaking of BYD as a international brand, may nabasa ako a couple of weeks ago,
Na?
yung si Fast Company, ni-rank niya yung mga companies all over the world in terms of most innovative.
Okay.
Number 5 sa buong mundo ang BYD.
Oh, kita nyo
Ang
na.
number 4 was WNBA. So for a brand like BYD to be named, that's why ang dami ko na nakikita ng
Kaya
BYD
nga.
na kotse
Pinag-uusapan.
sa every time I go out.
Oo. At talagang tinitingnan, kinukuha na. May schedule ka naman test drive for BYD?
Kailan ba ako, Coach Willie? Kailan ba ako? Sila Coach Willie makapagsasagot niyan. Naka-test drive ka na ba?
Hindi pa rin nga eh. Hindi pa rin. Sean Aguilar, yan ang sinasabi natin. Takbo lang ng takbo yan. Galaw lang galaw yan.
Pwede siguro ako kasi malapit lang bahay ko dito eh. Diba? Iwan ko lang yung kotse ko dito tapos iuwi ko BYD.
Pwede, pwede. Basta yung test drive muna. Lance D. Look at this. My goodness, the way they're playing. It's like they can read everybody's minds. They're all in the same page. They know each and every teammate where they are going. The execution, almost flawless. Here comes another in the making here. Goodness. How can you beat a team like that, Rocks Motors?
20 fast break points for Rocks Motors.
Even yung coaching ng Rocks Motors, sila Coach Rayco, eh, naaaliw sila eh.
We may be old but we can still run. Tsaka effort ni Mark Chua dun. 2 times na
I know.
hinabol niya yung bola. Another steal here.
Ito na naman, eh, parang naghihintay ako ng show. Sean Aguilar, Lance D, the miss. Beltran trying to find a way. Abot pa ba to? 2 seconds! Wow, fast-paced second quarter, especially with the way Rocks Motors trying to dictate the flow of this ball game. And we are truly entertained. Leonard Ko may be clicking para sa side ng Decimal Bikes. But they need somebody else to step up Pero for Rox Motors, playing solid as a team, you can't just guard any player because you have to be aware of the rest for Rox Motors.
Reunion Graham Bar?
Easy and with Emmoy San Graham's Treats.
May bago? Uy, akin yan!
Wow! Tamis alat!
Lutong lambot! Mas nagpapasarap! Last Fita!
Wow, sa tamis alat sarap. Mas pinasarap pa, Fita.
SGS Stadium, nandito pa rin kami. And of course, yung second game natin, natapos na yung kalahati. At ito yung mga numbers natin dito, Dino.
Parang hindi
Hindi pa rin? Oo nga naman.
Rox Motors shooting the ball well from the field, 52.9%, while Decimal Bikes, 29% in this game. Rox Motors surprising everyone with 22 fast break points and doing their job or keeping themselves with their strengths already with 26 points in the paint para dito sa Rox Motors. So far, looking good for them in their quest to get to 5 wins and remain undefeated.
Okay, consolation. Ito, at least tama ito. They'll go with 12, although they're down here against Rox Motors. Lance D, Sean Aguilar, Austin Coa, 9, 7, and 5. Over at the other side, si Lance Tan has got 7. Genghis Tan with 5. Carl Beltran with only 2 points. 4 players pa lang umi-score para sa Decimal Bikes. So ituloy na natin itong laro natin as we go into the third quarter of action. And still, dito pa rin tayo sa ating 34 and below BYD Valenzuela Cup.
Kevin Lau still missing in this ball game. Still scoreless. Tapos wala pa si Kurt Ong. Medyo malaki-laki ang hahabulin dito ng Decimal Bikes. And especially with how Rox Motors has been playing in this ball game in this tournament.
Rox Motors trying to execute their offense here. Shot clock at 10. LA Chua lands D. Gets the baseline, puts it up. And may foul pa against Kevin Lau. And that'll mean free throws for Lance D.
What you like about Rox Motors, they like to share the basketball. They already have 16 assists in the first half.
Lance D on the line, shooting.
So already, he's in double figures now. He's got 10, Lance D.
Pero distributed talaga yung scoring para
Kaya
dito
nga.
sa Rox Motors.
Ito ang Decimal Bikes, naghihintay pa ng isang player para makakompleto sila na ng lima na umiscore na.
In their last game, they had 5 guys in double digits. Itong Rox Motors on their way to win against BYD.
Mark Chu orchestrates. Rextan ngayon, pinagsabay pa si Mark Chu at saka si Rextan.
Marami rin kasi talaga silang pyesa
Oo
that they could just plug in.
Materiales fuertes. Rox Motors.
And showing why they're the #1 defense. Only holding Decimal Bikes to just 26 points in the first half.
Yeah, nagsisimula pa lang tayo rito. Ikaw nga mismo, Dino. You have really high expectations for Rox Motors.
Parang secure na to be honest, parang feel ko secure na nila yung
Yung championship?
Championship slot. Yung championship slot.
Okay.
Because I think Goodwill, Pharma, and BLC might have might have a shot.
For one thing, Rox Motors is headed in the right direction as they continue to pour in the points and still maintains that lead. Timothy Ong with his second basket here in this ball game. Take a look at how it was done. They just know how to move. Parang kindatan lang. Kuha na eh. 46-28 para sa panig ng Rox Motors.
Tapos nagpa-practice din ito sa Rox Motors at least once a week if I'm not mistaken.
Well, nakikita naman yung resulta. Handstand from way off.
And they're doing this without Jason Tan and Brenson Go.
Kaya nga eh.
Wala din yung Balyada brothers. Ang sabi sa akin is early vacation. Early Holy Week vacation daw.
Okay. Oo nga naman, mahirap pakipagsabayan. Kung bigla kang luluwas, whether out of the country o kahit yung mga domestic travels lang, pag pumasok na yung Holy Week.
Ano pa ng Holy Week
Next week.
Hindi, itong coming week hindi pa eh.
Hindi pa. Next. So,
sobrang aga nun Advance na advance.
mas solemn kasi kung nauna ka na eh. Yun eh.
Pero ganun din ako eh. Ganun din ako. Ayoko sumabay dun sa bakasyon ng karamihan. Mas gusto ko magbakasyon yung hindi matao.
Tama. Ganun lang naman
Hindi ko kasi ma-enjoy pag sobrang daming tao. Saan ba bakasyon mo, sir?
Dito lang ako parate. Oo. Hindi ako naglalay. Hindi ako nagbabaka. Holy Week eh. Talagang kailangan, yan eh. Pag ninilay, reflection.
Pero kung
bibigyan ng chance, ha?
na BYD, magbabakasyon ka.
Malaman. Para ma-break in.
Oo,
Para
pa-test drive
ma-break
mo.
in. Ma-test drive, ma-break in.
Maganda yung pag out of town, di ba?
Timothy, drop pass po for Rextan. Lead is up 21 right now para sa Rocks Motors. And nothing much that Decimal Bikes could answer at the other end of the floor. Let's see how Decimal Bikes can do this time. Ooh, the stop. Away from the ball. That's an offensive foul. It's going to be called against Rocks Motors. Timothy Ong.
Leading the way there is Timothy Ong.
A 21-point lead.
In cruise control.
Oh,
Itong Rocks Motors.
Stan. Di pa rin makabasket si Kevin Lau. Pero meron siyang 4 na puntos.
Yeah. Scored 4 points at the start of this quarter.
Magkabilang court, parang ang laki. Batya yung ring para sa Rocks Motors.
Lance D picking up the scoring. Already making 3 3-pointers in this game.
Kota na nga sa average niya 13 points.
Oh, pero mas mataas yung average niya last year. He was averaging 19.4 points per game.
Pero kasi nga naman parang sila pare-pareho yung level nila
He doesn't need to score a lot.
Yeah, totoo yun.
Kasi marami rin naman pwedeng gumawa dito sa Rocks Motors.
Mark Chua. Air ball. Lead is up 24. 4 minutes and 43 here in the third. So pagkatapos itong game na ito, papunta naman tayo sa 35 and above. Yun na yung Mitsubishi Ilocos Namco Cup natin.
Pangiti-ngiti na lang dito si Coach Rego at si Coach JV Yap.
Mamaya kaya, ngingiti pa rin ba siya? Pag may laro sila mamaya.
Kalaban nila sila Gilbert Sanidad of Go Up
Go
and
up and up.
Parehas winless sila so far in this tournament.
Naku, natawagan pa ng traveling si Carl Beltran, who was just trying to spin away from his defender. Four minutes here in the third. Nice find, Timothy Ong.
That's too easy if you're Decimal Bikes.
Matt Ong. Inside 4 here in the third. Cholo Claver. Carl Beltran lets it fly too strong.
Yung sinasabi mo yung at least makalima na yung nakakashoot dito sa...
Yeah.
Meron na, di ba?
Meron na. Dahil kanina kasi si Kevin lang, wala pa ng first half At, yun naman, masakit-sakit. Yan mga nakakapanghinayang tutukan for Kevin Lau.
But they're down 28 points.
And they just have to keep on playing. Man Stan with the reverse, and he's got 9 points in the ball game. Timothy Ong adds up to his production. He's got 10 points na.
Second guy in double digits after Lance D.
Yun, nagdagdag si Kevin Lau. He's got 6 points. He's also got 7 rebounds. Yung rebounds ni Kevin Lau, matik naman yun sa kanya
He had 13 points, 8 rebounds in their last game. But he has to do more.
Totoo. That comes naturally for him. Timothy Ong is fouled by Leonard Ko. And he's going to be shooting free throws.
Leonard Ko, his second personal foul.
Ang ating points in the paint at sa atin ng Brennan Elastomeric. Missing on the first free throw, Timothy Yong. Split charities. Sean Aguilar will return to the floor here para sa Rocks Motors. Cholo Claver is yet to contribute in points. Naipaagaw pa yung bola. A miss by Sean Aguilar. Austin Coa. Walang nagawa that time in Decimal Bikes. Ten-second shot clock. A minute and 44. Looking at this Masumat's power move of the game. Austin Coa with the offensive rebound and the putback. Time down to a minute and 44. 5-second shot clock ito, Decimal Bikes. May foul. So reset the shot clock to 14.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Oo nga, no? Ay, hindi.
Kala ko nagkalituhan na naman ba ako sa court?
Hindi, yung sinasabi, minarinig ko 6 nga na players. Pero yun nga si Carl naglalakad dito.
Ay, babagal lang siya pabalik.
Pero initially, kala mo 6 players yung naglalaro sa court.
Eh, nandun yung court nila sa kabila, di ba? Tapos yung bench nila nandito.
Usually, if you're a referee, you won't allow that na 6 yung naglalaro sa
Oo
court.
naman. Rexan, bumit-bit pa ng bola. Just going straight for the finger roll. And Rexan has got 8 points in the ball game.
Parang may right hand injury din to si Rextan eh. Kasi meron siyang something sa right hand niya. Tapos kanina, I think in the first half, he was trying to move his hands during a timeout. May balot siya eh. Dun sa right wrist niya.
Pounding it inside. And Matt Ong delivers once again. Matt Ong has got 8 points in the ball game. Cholo Claver naghahanap ng basket. Didn't happen. Rexan spots. Austin Coa again follow up. 9 points for Austin Coa.
All players have already scored for Rocks Motors.
Ganun sila kasulit. Walang iwanan. Kailangan lahat i-score.
Kaya relax na relax talaga si Coach Rego.
And they're trying to go for the last shot here. Rextan has it. Thought about it. Rextan will fire.
Nagkahiyaan pa dun.
But an explosive third quarter here para sa panig ng Rocks Motors. 24-point output against only the 10 nitong panig ng Decimal Bikes. And just proving to everybody, if there's any team that you want to beat dito sa 34 and below, Rocks Motors will make the competition. Get ready for them. Brace yourselves for them. Because anybody can really pour in the points.
Reunion, Graham Bar?
Easy and with Emily San Graham's Qualities.
May bago? Uy, akin yan!
Wow! Tamis alat!
Lutong lambot, mas nagpapasarap!
Last pita!
Wow, sa tamis alat sarap. Mas pinasarap pa, pita.
Is it turning out to be just an ordinary game day para sa Rocks Motors, trying to, of course, to continue their winning ways. They are up 69-37. They limited Decimal Bikes to only 10 points back in the third period. Here they pick up the first personal. Jed Bocobo is going to be called for that foul, I believe. Hindi. Si Austin Coa ang tinawagan ng foul instead. And it's a shooting foul.
We all know Decimal Bikes is still looking for their first win in this tournament, but they might not get it in this game, but they still have 2 chances because they're still gonna go up against Kango Express and BYD, which is not gonna be easy games as well.
Well, di naman nila pwedeng iwasan yung mga yon. They still have to go through those 2 teams. And in this one, let's see if something big could really happen for them here in the fourth.
But they're pretty much out of contention for a spot in
lang.
the semifinals. Itong Decimal Bikes. Usually, ang magic number mo dyan is 3 games. You need to win at least 3 games to get into the quarterfinals. Sorry, semifinals.
Matt Ong called for the foul. Still 69-37 is our count here. Subok muli ang Decimal Bikes if they could open up the scoring here in the fourth quarter.
For Rocks Motors, maganda rin yung last 2 games sila. They're gonna go up against BYD. Second and last meeting between those 2 teams. And Goodfellow Pharma, the number 2 seed right now.
Goodfellow Pharma, isa lang ang talo nun.
Against Kango Express. Probably the surprise team of this tournament, in my opinion, yung Goodfellow Pharma.
Naipasa sa kalaban, hindi ma-convert. Sean Aguilar, umangat! How about some aerial moves here from Sean Aguilar? Hindi ko lang alam. Sino ba idol nito si Sean Aguilar?
Yan ang DeMar DeRozan? Ano ba? Vince Carter?
Kita mo, umangat sa isang side, tinapos sa kabilang side. And now he's got a bonus.
Sometimes you have to add a certain level of difficulty to your layups para at least you have something to post on social media.
Not only that, di ba? Sabi ko nga sa'yo, individually, yung mga players natin realize what they were lacking in the previous season na idinadagdag nga nila in this season.
Pero katagal na ginagawa ni Sean Aguilar yan.
It's a backer. 69-37. At 71 na pala to, 71-37. Marchua, another air ball.
Almost doble na yung lamang ng Rocks Motors. 30s. Ayun pa. You can't give up weak passes if you're Decimal Bikes.
Si Sean Aguilar parang si Gary Valenciano eh. Alam mo kung bakit?
Pure energy.
Pure energy.
Tsaka magaling mag-steals itong Rocks Motors. In their last game, they had 12 steals. Ngayon naman, 11 steals na sila. You have to be careful with the basketball.
Take a look at this BYD Valenzuela fast break of the game. And of course, starring Sean Aguilar. 7.5 here in this ball game. Pascal Yao.
Showcasing his layup package.
Kaya nga.
Itong si Sean Aguilar.
Leonard Ko will go all the way. Leonard Ko, basically, somehow the only bright spot may para dito sa panig ng Decimal Bikes. 12 points siya back in the first half. Ooh! If he was able to put up a basket, si Sean Aguilar. At that time, napigilan siya. Carl Yao with a drive and a bucket. 73-47, 6 minutes and 42 to play. Ay, tapon yung bola.
Well, you can afford to make those kinds of mistakes when you're up 30.
At saka diba, sabi nga parang naghahanap nga si Coach Rego ng perfection eh. For
ganun
Rocks
pa.
Motors.
Hindi pa siya satisfied sa...
Diba? Natatanda
Ay, oo,
mo nung
naalala ko
minsan.
pa yun.
Alala mo pa yun, diba?
Parang they were up double digits.
First
but
half?
he felt
He's not happy.
happy with the defense and everything.
Ayun, Bocobo with Jet Bocobo with a three-pointer. Missed by Kevin Lau. Mark Chua, the crossover move, the lean-in shot, nope. Carl Yao throws an extra pass. Cholo Claver falls short. 5.5 to play here in this ball game. And as early as this time that we have, tingnan muna natin ang ating Namco Mitsubishi Ilocos drive of the game here from Leonard Ko. He's not going to hesitate.
Rare fast break for Decimal Bikes. Only 8 points on that category. Itong Rocks Motors, 26 fast break points. Doubling their average in this tournament.
Lance D, short. Gosh, so many opportunities for them to score. And then Sean Aguilar. He's got 13 points in the ball game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
In 17 minutes. Quality minutes for Sean Aguilar.
Lance Tan making that three.
One of the few bright spots para dito sa Decimal Bikes. Lance Tan, second guy in double digits.
Sean Aguilar trying to add up, and Lance Tan's going to be called for the loose ball foul.
Siya na rin tumira, siya pa rin-rebound eh.
Gary B nga.
Mr. Pure Energy. May point. Good, good,
Sabi ko nga sa'yo,
perfect adjective.
darating yung time na makakapagbigay pa tayo ng mga moniker dito sa mga players dito.
Ako nga, Mr. Unstoppable na nga ako kay, kay Ethan Casares.
Ethan Casares.
Kasi alam mo siya talaga yung gagawa eh. Siya yung main scorer ng ano. Pero kahit anong gawin mo, makakascore pa rin siya eh. Kaya tinawag kong Mr. Unstoppable. Tapos ngayon may Mr. Pure Energy na tayo.
80-48 for Rocks Motors. Oh, hindi pa tapos si Leonard Ko.
Playing really well in this game. Itong si Leonard Ko.
17 points.
He was only averaging 5.5 points per game
ano?
coming into this game. He now has 17.
What could be the secret for Leonard Ko to come up big here in this ball game? Siguro iba rin yung ano niya, focus niya, yung concentration niya kagabi pa.
Naalala ko dito si Emerson D.
Yes, oo nga. Tsaka iniisip din Leonard Ko eh. Challenge sa kanila yun eh. Kalaban nila walang talo, di ba? He's gotta come up with something big.
And at this point, coming to this ball game, we have nothing to lose.
Kaya, totoo
Kasi
naman
wala
yun.
ka, parang malabo ka na makapasok sa semifinals. So, whether you win or lose this game, wala ka ng pressure.
May assist pa si Leonard Ko kay Kevin Lau. And approaching the 3-minute mark here in this ball game for Rox Motors. This is, sabi ko nga, it's like an ordinary game day for them. Everybody just clicking the same page, the same level. Hindi mo masabi kung sino talaga ang magde-deliver sa kanya. So yung mga ibang teams, kailangan ready ka sa kanilang lahat eh, no?
The only two teams that might, like I said earlier, the only two teams that might be able to challenge this Rox Motors is BYD and Goodfellow Pharma.
Yes.
Chusarap is currently struggling right now with 2 straight losses and they don't have, hindi pa natin alam yung status ni David Licauco.
Yeah, that's
Kasi
sad, ano,
2
kanina.
straight games na first half lang nilaro niya.
And taking a look at another Lasheries Wellness Hub, fan of the game that we have here sa SGS Stadium. This is how it's really worth it. You watch yung live stream natin, okay, that's fine. But if you gotta be inside watching the live ball games that we have, there's your chance. Masarap, lalo na papasok na ng Holy Week. Just pampering yourself ka lang. Di ba?
I'm definitely looking forward to the almost a week break in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
Break from work, break from school.
Ito na, last 2 minutes na tayo rito. 84-55 para sa Rox Motors. Anyway, right after this game, konti lang yung break mo, Dino. Dahil yung dalawang games natin susunod pa eh. For today.
Pero wala tayong laro sa Holy Week.
Wala naman.
Hanggang next week na lang tayo, tas after Holy Week na ulit yung mga laro natin.
We won't have to play, but we need to pray. That's the way I see it.
Pag pinadrive test nyo daw si Sir Benji ng BYD.
Oo naman, oh.
Or
Wag mo nang-
kahit yung Mitsubishi.
Huwag mo nang ulit-ulitin.
Mapapabakasyon ka dun, sir. Pwede kang magano, Nuvali, Tagaytay.
So sa lahat ng mga tiga BYD Valenzuela, kamusta kayo dyan? How are you doing? 84-55. Kumbaga, the whole world knows about you, di ba? BYD. Sa brands and everything. Number 5. Imagine. BYD nga pinag-uusapan natin. Valenzuela fast break of the game pa yan. Mark Chua para sa Rox Motors. 1 minuto na lang itong ating ball game dito.
Tsaka you're competing against a lot of companies para mapasok ka dun sa top 5.
Kaya nga
ng most innovative company of 2025.
Yes.
Biro mo, nandun ka sa level ng WNBA.
I know.
Yung number 1, Waymo. Ano siya, robo-taxi.
Oh,
Parang
I see.
robot-operated taxi na siya. So, and pasok doon top 5 ang BYD.
Basically, extending our congratulations. Sean Aguilar missing the reverse. Ito muli. Leonard Ko.
Rox Motors will stay undefeated and
Kaya nga,
unblemished.
5-0.
Perfect record. And Decimal Bikes still looking for their first win. They will have a chance in their next 2 games. Maganda rin yung next game natin. We have 3MD Logistics going up against Vicon Builders.
Yes.
Obviously, you have Albert Chua playing in that game.
And that will be it for this one. In as many outings, same as the many wins para sa panig ng Rocks Motors. It's still unbeaten, undefeated. And this time at the expense of Decimal Bikes. 84-57. Everybody basically played well here para sa panig ng Rocks Motors. But this guy have shown us something extra. Like, yun nga, Sean Aguilar. Dito, Dino, ha?
Mr. Pure Energy. And well, taking care of business itong Rocks Motors, not trying to play around, winning by as many as 27 points in this ball game, keeping themselves kumbaga focus, yung lock in and focus on winning the championship in this tournament.
And sticking and being consistent with the margin of victory that they have against the opponents. Samantala, ang ating MY Sun, Graham's player of the game, Dino.
Lance D leading the scoring for his team, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and knocking down 4 3-pointers for his team. He was a mythical team member last season. So, that's ang maganda dito sa Rocks Motors, marami nagpa-player of the game sa kanila. Hindi isa lang.
Kaya nga, everybody is a threat. Siyempre, mamaya ang Namco Mitsubishi Locos Cup naman natin. 3MD Logistics, seeing action laban sa Vicon Builders. Susunod po yan.
Mahalaga, basta't kasama kita, saan man mapunta.